When I was getting ready for today's evening, I picked this dress. You know why? Flowers make me happy. They uplift my food. What is mood? Can anyone tell me? It's the way we feel at a particular time. Our mood can vary within the day to sad, to being anxious, to being irritated or angry. But it touches the baseline eventually, and these are the normal variations of mood. Let me show you a picture. What do you see? Does it change your mood? Can anyone describe it? Yeah. When you see a sweet, adorable, smiling, you want to cuddle it. You want to take it in your lap and play with it. Okay? Now consider a couple from you sitting in the audience or someone who is looking at this cute picture on his phone. They decide to have a baby. Okay? Everything goes well. They conceive and go to the gynecologist who confirms that you have conceived. They are ecstatic. They go to regular antenatal visits. They do everything that is prescribed by the gynecologist. They take their prenatal vitamins, regular sonograms, and they get to say a little hi to that baby in the womb. The mother is born. Mother is born on the very day that she sees her child on the sonography. And she starts to prepare for the arrival of the baby. But is the situation same for all the mothers? No. There can be many complications in the pregnancy itself. It could be a difficult pregnancy with previous miscarriages. There can be physical illness related to pregnancy like blood pressure, diabetes mellitus. Okay? And there can be various other factors which may complicate the pregnancy like financial constraints, the mother being single or widowed or out of wedlock child. Do you think this condition would have an effect on the mother during pregnancy? Months pass by and the 9 months are completed and everyone is welcoming the child. What do you expect? What would be the state of mother when she holds her child first time in her arms? What do we expect a mother to have generally? Being happy? Yeah. But it is not the case in all the mothers. After the birth of the baby, in initial period, some mothers develop low mood. Their sleep and appetite changes and anxieties. Normally these changes are mild and go away within the first month of the birth, and we call them postpartum blues. In 23% of the women who give birth, these symptoms do not go away. They are either carried forward from the undiagnosed sad mood from the pregnancy to the postpartum. Postpartum period, the period after which mother gives birth. The sadness of the mood intensifies. The mother herself is not able to understand that when I am holding the baby, I am not happy. The anxieties increase. The mother is anxious about very, very little random things that are crowding her head, and she knows no way to get out of the head. She cannot sleep. She cannot eat. She is crying, asking for help. She herself is not able to understand what is happening to me. But she has a hope. She thinks next day will be better. Next day will be better. But days turn into weeks, weeks turns into months, and sometimes months turns into years. I'll be talking about postpartum depression, which we call PPD. PPD is a form of depression which develops in mothers, which is either carried forward from the pregnancy or develops within the 4 weeks of giving birth. But why does PPD occur? Why can't the mother just be happy? Why is mother not happy? Why is she anxious? There is no one factor we can point out. Broadly, when we categorize into three parts: biological, psychological and social. Biological, which every woman have. There are two hormones which are responsible for maintaining the pregnancy. We all know that, most of the doctors know it: estrogen and progesterone. These hormones are very high during the pregnancy, but after the birth of the baby, they crash. And two other hormones after the birth of the baby increase. The first is prolactin. Prolactin helps in the milk production, and second is oxytocin. Oxytocin helps in mother-infant bonding. Now coming to the psychological factors. Consider a woman, whether she is working in the house or going to a job. How is her life? She is the boss. Life is under control. She can eat what she wants to eat. She can sleep when she wants to sleep. Okay, she wants to go out. She can have the time. She can have the entertainment. She has even the control when to have a baby. Now consider this control being shifted in the hands of a roughly 2.5 to 3.5, 1.5 feet tall, no, long, mini human, we call it, baby. What will happen? Now he is the sun, he or she is the sun, and we are the revolving moon. He or she is the boss. When we sleep, how much we sleep, what we eat, how much we eat, what we do, are we allowed to take a shower or not, are we allowed to comb our hair or not, or even attending the nature's call peacefully. That is all in the hands of this new baby. The third cause, social. In our country, culturally, whenever we are preparing to have a baby, we already decide where will we have at a maternal house or paternal house, and who will come and will be the support to the new mother, like mother-in-law or the mother or sometime aunties. So in India, basically we have a good social support. But is that social support always there? In some cases it is not there. There are other things that accompany it: domestic violence, financial worries. All these factors, when grouped together, leads to PPD. The mother is depressed, she needs help, but does not know from where to get help. She herself is not able to understand what is happening to me, and she is too scared to tell anyone. Why? Am I the only one who is getting this? Am I a bad mother? What will happen if I tell? What will my support system think? They are not enough? Will anyone believe me? If 23% of all new mothers suffer from PPD, postpartum depression, how many new mothers have you met that say, I have PPD or I am suffering from depression? Me being a psychiatrist, it's a strange thing. I have never met any lady who is suffering from PPD apart from my clinic. So what is happening there? Why is there a huge gap? Stigma. Stigma of going to a psychiatrist. Stigma of seeking professional help. What can be done? And why should it be done? Why are we talking about PPD? It might be going away after a few months, untreated. Does it happen? In minor amount of cases it might happen, but not in all cases. The severity of symptoms in some cases go to such an extent that mother might be hearing voices in her head saying, to harm herself or her baby. Have you, any one of you, read in newspapers of a new mother drowning her baby, killing her baby, or killing herself? Suicides. This is what happens when we don't diagnose and treat a person, a lady, a new mom with PPD. Now, how can we help? We want to help, but who will help? What do you think what happened there? The main thing, I am a postpartum depression survivor myself, so I know it. The subject is very close to my heart. Ki whenever you are talking about this, I'm not feeling good, I'm feeling anxious, I'm not able to sleep, I'm not able to relax, nothing is helping me. Then the family members say just one thing, are we not doing enough? Are we not providing for you? We are all there to help you. Then why this is all happening to you? I'm married into a very traditional Gujarati family. So when these things started to happen during my pregnancy, the first reaction was, someone has done something on you. You are under a spell, black magic. And many things were done to remove that. The ladies of the house did that. I was told to just chant some shlokas, but it did not help. Even as a psychiatrist, and I was knowing the condition, it was PPD, it took me a great courage to accept that it was PPD. I got it out from it, and I want that the new mothers do not suffer from it, the suffering that I had during my pregnancy and postpartum time. So whenever you meet a new mother, whenever you go and greet the new mother, just ask one question, how are you? The most important question we fail to ask the new mothers. We always ask about babies, we always about the physical health, but we never ask about how the lady is feeling. Sympathetic hearing, non-judgmental hearing can help the lady. There is someone who is listening to me. If you have passed out through the same situation, you can say, share your story and say you are not alone, you are not the only one. And now you know this, and knowledge is power, and you can see what you know, then please ask her for help. What help? Who can help? Professional mental health experts. Who are professional mental health experts? Psychiatrists and psychologists. What will they do? See, postpartum depression is a variant of depression. So, first they will categorize the severity of the depression. According to the symptoms, it would be mild, moderate or severe. If the symptoms are mild to moderate, then the psychiatrist or psychologist can do the psychosocial or psychological counseling. But if the symptoms are severe, then the mother might need hospitalization or medications. Okay? But is that so easy? It is done just by saying it? No. So what should be done? So I would take the advantage of this stage to propose to start a mental health report card for the pregnant ladies. The day a woman conceives and knows she is pregnant, the mental health report card should be attached with her antenatal card. Each visit to the gynecologist, she goes, the mood, the sleep, the appetite, the anxieties, pre-existing mental health conditions should be asked compulsory, so that we can screen out who are the high risk group and keep an eye. Second thing, one-stop centers. Even if we know by Googling or someone other telling us that this is PPD, then also we are having a stigma to visit a psychiatrist. To going a psychiatrist, it's a big thing. So we can have a one-stop center consisting of a gynecologist, a pediatrician, a psychiatrist, and lactation consultant. Every postpartum, after giving birth to a child, whenever the woman goes for the follow-up, either to a gynecologist or a pediatrician or a lactation consultant, she would be attended compulsory by a psychiatrist who would screen her for PPD. And it will also remove the stigma of meeting a psychiatrist in his or her office at his hospital, right? In the end, I would like to say, let's go from this to this. Thank you.